Lisa Briggs from the Brewers Company is here, answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call 608-270-9933. What'd you bring along today?
I brought a gaillardia. So this is another one of those sort of things that looks like a coneflower, like black-eyed Susans. I like gaillardia. They're shorter and denser, and they have these great sort of bi-colored flowers. So yeah, sunny spot in your garden.
This one looks different than this.
Well, they're just starting out.
Oh,
so these are the petals, and then they emerge in sort of, you know, unevenly.
And
then they
like
do this, yep, and then the petals drop.
Okay.
Yeah, pollinators like them. So they like any of the things with these cone-shaped whatnots.
And it's a perennial.
This is a perennial here, yes.
All right, the whatnots on it.
That's a technical term.
Let's go to the calls. We'll start with Ron in Madison. Hi, Ron. What's your question?
Hello.
Ron, you there? Go ahead, Ron.
Oh, I was looking for a person that would come into my place of residence here and go over all the flowers, replant them, and clean them up, trim them, replant them.
Well, the Brewers Company does have a division that does work in people's houses, so you can give them a call at the plant desk, and we can fill out a form for you and send that. Or another thing to do is, if you know what you want done, check and see if you've got some kids in your neighborhood. Like if you have a neighborhood newsletter, there are lots of times that there are young people in your neighborhood that want to earn some extra money, and under supervision they can do a really good job.
All right, best of luck. Let's go to Doris in Cross Plains. Hi, Doris, what's your question?
I'm just wondering about my rhubarb. Do I cut that off? Do I pull it out? Or what do I do that for the winter?
Don't do anything to it yet, Doris. Don't feed it now, but you can just leave it alone. I wouldn't harvest anymore. But once the temperature starts to get colder and it gets closer to frost, then you can cut it back, do a really good cleanup, so get all of those old leaves and stems out and dispose of them. And then if you want to apply like some manure or compost or fertilizer like that, you can do it then. But for right now, it's just fine.
Just leave it be.
Leave it be.
All right, Debbie in Partyville. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, I'm wondering how and when to transplant. I bought a hydrangea bush a year ago, and it's just in the wrong spot in the garden. So I'm wondering, can I transplant it this fall, or is it better to wait till spring?
Better to wait until spring, especially if it's one of the ones that dies back to the ground, like the big leaf or the smooth leaf, the ones that have the ball-shaped flowers. Best to do that as soon as you can get your shovel into the soil and a lot of the moisture is out of the soil. It's the plant to be coming up. You can cut it back then and then go ahead and move it.
Okay, good enough. Jim in Madison. Hi, Jim.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question?
My question is, I have these saplings growing up wild in my yard, and I saw them down, but then they'll grow back up. If I saw them down above the ground, they use that as a bud union and grow from there. Is there something I can pour on them, or what should I do to keep them from growing back?
There are a couple of different products, Jim, that you can use. One is called Brush Killer, and the other one I think is called Stump and Vine Killer. And when you make a fresh cut with your pruners or your saw or whatever you're using, then this is a liquid product, and you would take like one of those foam brushes that you get at the hardware store, and actually we sell them too, and dip it into the product and then brush it right on that cut surface. The plant will take that into the roots and will kill the roots. So that's the best way to deal with them.
Okay. Greg in Madison. Hi, Greg. What's your question?
I've got hostas and bee balm that are getting eaten up, and I'm wondering if it's the chipmunks.
It's probably more likely to be rabbits than chipmunks. So there are a couple of things. You're going to want to use a repellent, a scent repellent. I like the sort of predator urine products, but Gail has a new one. It's a little tube, and it's concentrated garlic oil or garlic essence, and you can just hang the tube on your plants, and it's supposed to work like a charm. She's had really good feedback from other customers. I haven't tried it yet myself, but it looks super promising.
All right. We're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. Lisa will talk to you off the air. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
See you next time.